What's up, guys? Coming to you with the TIE Phantom Wave 4 Part 3 review and unboxing. I've already cut the back off of another TIE Phantom here, so you don't have to watch me cutting plastic with a little knife. Hopefully not cutting myself open. So we've got all of our cardboard, upgrade cards. I'm just dumping it all over the place because I want to get to this model, which is probably the most impressive looking model I have seen in this wave. Here is the TIE Phantom, and no, it does not spin. It would be cool if it did, though. I expect modifications of those to be surfacing shortly. So yes, it's got the triple little solar panels, or they're not really solar panels, I think, but anyway, looks nice. A lot of guns on this thing. This is a pretty nice ship. It could do an awful lot of stuff. It has a unique dial, and before I am done with the actual model, I want to see if this thing is going to fit in my standard stuff. Okay, it will fit in a normal Plano type case, but it's going to take up 2 slots. So, freak, I don't know how I'm going to have room, because I bought 3 of these. I don't know how I'm going to have room for all of them. But I will find a way, because I have to. Alright, so here goes. It's a little flowered shape. So here we got the normal standard cardboard stuff. We've got our pilots. There is the dial. Notice something interesting on this dial? It's got the white K-turn. That's kind of like the hallmark of this ship. It's got a white K-turn, first ever white K-turn. It's a 4K right there at the top of your screen. It's got some. It's one turns. It's hard ones and hard twos are red, but it's not a big deal. It's got a white 3 hard turn, so it's got a real good dial. Probably the best dial. I mean, yeah, white K turn. So automatically, it's got the best dial in the game. There you go, the best dial in the game. So let's see here. Those are the other. All right. We're going to start off with our pilots. Oh, and then we've got our modifications and titles card. Why is that there? There's no titles for this thing. Ion token, because you can put all kinds of interesting things. I'm going to start off with the cheapest one. And yes, this is the cheapest card. Pilot Skill 1, Delta Squadron. Yes, he's a whopping 30 points. Can you believe that? 30 points for the cheapest ship. So these guys are almost like a Slave 1. They're approaching bounty hunter cost, which the cheapest bounty hunter is 33. Now granted, he's got 3 attack, 3 defense, 3 hull, 3 shields. He can barrel roll, he can target lock, he can focus, he can equip a cannon slot and a missile. In a lot of ways, he is very much like a bounty hunter. Except he's only Pilot Skill 1, which I hate Pilot Skill 1. You always want to go higher than 1, because so many people fly 2s in tournaments. But yeah, he's a little cheaper than the bounty hunter, so maybe 2 bounty hunters and 1 of these guys, and you have a few points left to float around. I don't know. But I have a problem with this ship. My problem with this ship is that it's so expensive and it has the cannon slot. Anytime a cannon slot's there, I would instantly think heavy laser cannon. But boy, oh boy, it's going to be hard to put a heavy laser cannon on a ship that's just so expensive. But people do it to Slave 1, to fire sprays, so yeah. Moving up, our next guy is weighing in at 32 points. It's our Pilot Skill 3 Onyx Squadron Pilot. Same deal with him. A little bit better pilot skill there. 32 points. Our next guy. Oh, yes. So this guy's interesting. Colonel Vessery. When you're attacking, he's 35 points. He's got the elite pilot skill. When you're attacking, you can get a target lock immediately before you attack. So it's like, that's cool. He gets to reroll his dice, so you always want to focus with him, right? Oh well, they have to have a target lock already on them, so there's actually limits what you can do. You wouldn't want to necessarily fly him with a TIE Swarm, because who's going to have the target lock on them beforehand? So you want to fly this guy with like a bounty hunter, or an interceptor, or actually with advanced. He would work well with advanced. Because you could put a regular TIE or a TIE interceptor up with the targeting computer, but This guy might be built to fly with the advanced. That's what I'm thinking. Advanced actually are getting some love, but that's for a different video. And then Rexlar Brath, which is really interesting. And if I were going to put a heavy laser cannon on anybody, I would put it on this guy. Because he can flip the damage that he deals up, which is really cool. But I would need push the limit on this guy. Definitely would need something like that. Because I need to have that focus token available. And, yeah. And I would use my target lock, because I fly heavy laser cannons a lot on B-Wings. And a target lock is usually enough to get yourself some damage in. And this way, I can force crits even with a heavy laser cannon. So that's really cool. Now let's see what we come with for upgrade cards. Again, we have the Ion Pulse Missile, which we saw with the C95 Headhunter. 3 cost, and it can put 2 tokens, 2 ion tokens, so he can ionize a large ship, which is cool. The Ion Cannon, yes, he has a cannon slot, so naturally he's going to come with some cannons. Outmaneuver, oh, and Predator, we're going to save those. We got munitions failsafe on him, so he can save his Ion Pulse Missile if it doesn't land. So that's cool. You know, basically this, if you miss with an assault missile or any kind of missile or whatever, you can, well, this works for torpedoes too. You get to keep the missile. If it, you know, it's only spent if it hits. So that's nice. Now, my favorite thing about this particular expansion are these upgrade cards that I hold right here. Outmaneuver and Predator. Now Predator is cheap. It's only the 2 or 3 points. It kind of gives you Howl Runner's ability. So that's really, really nice. And then Outmaneuver, we already saw, that gives you kind of like Wedge's ability. So that's good if you're coming at from an angle. But this is the real beast, is Predator. I love this card. I love this card a lot. A lot of people are talking about using this on like Black Squadron for like little TIE swarms. You could get a smaller swarm, but you wouldn't have to have Howl Runner there, so you wouldn't have, like, oh, if Howl Runner dies, my whole swarm becomes much weaker. No, this puts a little mini Howl Runner in every, you know, elite pilot skill capable ship. So that's really cool. And it's even better if you're going up against weaker ships, which you're very likely to. So Predator rocks. I like Predator a lot. That's really, it's going to sound terrible, but this is the reason I bought 3 of these TIE Defenders, because I'll never fly 3 Defenders at once. Well, maybe. I say that, but now I probably will end up doing it. But yeah, so I would only really suggest you probably just need one of these guys, unless you really want to use Predator. I was only going to get 1, but then I decided to get 3 once I was looking at possibilities for that Predator upgrade card. These guys would work good in an epic format as well. You can fit 3 into 1 build, and they're good duelers because of their maneuver dial and the white K-turn. I mean, once you get to the point in any fight where you're K-turning around each other, it becomes a game of timing and stuff. And if you get to that point with 3 of these guys, then you're really going to, you know, have a huge advantage of not being stressed. So that's awesome. And even if you get stressed, you can still K-turn. So really cool. This could be the bane to a lot of those ion builds now that are putting stress on you and then ionizing you. I mean, because he's hard enough to hit as it is. So there you go. There's the TIE Defender.